Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Cardinals going up against the Rams. With that, we'll send you out west to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, where we'll hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. One receiver right, that's Brown.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Floyd out left. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
Now let's go.
Goff on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And we introduce you to these starters now, and Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he's at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up at tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
6 yards to go here on second down. On second down, here's Goff. And this is incomplete. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor is going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Back to throw, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go! 3-19!
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
From the red zone now, Goff. Looking for someone to throw to. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively, because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw on second down is Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their big tight end with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Some quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. It'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he fields it cleanly. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
All right, here we go.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Set, move, landed.
Goff throwing again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
The one running back is Gurley. And the play clock's running down, and he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they're operating in the red zone. Play clock winding down. On 1st down, it's gone. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is gone. That is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal to go now. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. One receiver right, that's Brown. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
One receiver right, that's Brown. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Cardinals defense now, they make their way back out there. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Second down now after the incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On the move to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come out here in the eye. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock winding down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The one running back is Gurley. He'll get the football here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Set, 319! 319! Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hot!
Here's Goff now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down, Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again is gone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Brinz's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Rams have cruised into halftime with the lead. The Cardinals were fantastic last week, but today's game shows you have to bring it every week in the NFL. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, the pass is completed into tight coverage. It ends up working for a touchdown. The Cardinals is up now by 7. Rams take it at the 24. Goff's going to complete a pass into coverage, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Rams tied up at 7. Rams with the football late in the first. Gurley's going to take off here, and he'll take it in for the touch. That takes the lead up to 7. 1st and 10. Goff's on target here, and he's going to go 80 yards for the score. The lead now at 11. Rams have it late in the second. Gurley's found on the quick pass, and finally on play 13, they score. The lead grows to 15. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Another carry now for Gurley. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
10 yards still left on second down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Red zone opportunity. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go. Green.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. And they forced that fumble the last time, and when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little gold
sticker.
sticker.
A little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
NFL, put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go! Blue, 90!
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So not the same performance here that we saw a week ago. After the game, we were talking about it. He was hitting on all cylinders. That's just not the case here.
I know usually on the ride to the airport, we're talking about so many other things, but we were so locked into how well he had played. Sharp throwing the football, made the right decisions on when to run, when not to run.
And you notice his footwork was really good.
Footwork was on point. I thought his ability to manage the game as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. We focus our attention on the Cardinals defense now. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
I think he might have been a little bit too focused on turning upfield. He didn't stay in bounds. He caught the ball, but he wanted to catch it and run, get that rack yardage so badly, he forgot to stay in bounds first.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. 3, Leopard. No. Attention now, Barney.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that's incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe we just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got 1 on us, and just not let it turn into more.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put 1 on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
The one running back is Gurley. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They come out here in the eye. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing it out themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He's just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their big tight end. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll come out in the pistol. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got time, and that is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. Now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Brings it now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. He's going to look deep down the field. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's Gurley. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They come up in an offset eye. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The play clock's running down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Brenza's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 22 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Hey, here we go now. Got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's Gurley. Oh, he bowls over it. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he cuts it right into space. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now it's Peterson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Cardinals defense as they head out to set up shop. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3 and out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3 and out, That's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3 and out. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.